So you could say that President Trump is sort of going back to a happy place. He's hitting the road tomorrow. He goes back to Wisconsin. He enjoyed his time there on the campaign trail, and it paid off for him on election night. He's going to visit the manufacturer Snap-on Incorporated. So what is the goal of this visit? To reiterate the repeated campaign calls to buy American and to hire American, a message that then candidate Trump delivered to the people of Wisconsin just 1 week before the big day.
America has lost 70,000 factories because of politicians that don't know what they're doing or they're controlled by their special interests. The Trump administration will stop the jobs from leaving America, and we will stop the jobs from leaving Wisconsin. We'll work with your governor, who is a great, great governor, and we're going to stop it.
And he won in Wisconsin, as was famously said many times. Hillary Clinton didn't go to Wisconsin, and Donald Trump absolutely did, and it worked for him. He flipped 23 Wisconsin counties from Democrat to Republican. You're looking at them on the screen right now. He was the first to win the Badger State since Ronald Reagan back in 1984. Here now, Wisconsin Congressman Sean Duffy, who will be with President Trump during tomorrow's visit. Is he trying to shore up those counties in the face of, as we just discussed a little while ago, health care that didn't get through, tax reform that is now delayed? Does he need to shore up his base?
Well, first off, Martha, you're right. This is a happy place for Donald Trump. He flipped it for the first time in 32 years. So I think he's coming back to not only tell the Wisconsin voters, listen, I'm fighting for you, I'm working for you, but I also want to listen to you. He's going to do a tour of Snap-on, listen to the employees as he looks at the work that they do as a great American company. But I think more broadly speaking, in Wisconsin, 1 out of every 6 of our jobs are manufacturing jobs. And making sure that we have good trade deals in place that will shore up our American workers is key. Now, one of the things he's going to talk about tomorrow, there's been a little foreshadowing, he's going to talk about the guest worker program and how we can bring in guest workers who compete with American workers and drive down their wages. Now, there's some spaces in our economy, especially in Wisconsin, where we need guest workers like in our farm industry, but there's some higher skill labor that we don't need those guest workers coming in. And this is another signal that Donald Trump has given to the Wisconsin worker and the American worker. I got your back. I'm looking out for you. And what I think is neat about this, Martha, is usually you have, Democrats and Republicans will either pander to the business community or they'll pander to the worker community. Donald Trump is working for both of them. He sees that if American businesses are doing well, they have more money in their coffers, they can pay their employees more money, give them a little extra cash as they're scratching out their budgets at their kitchen table. So he's coming to listen, but also talk to them about his vision for where he's going to take American manufacturing.
Yeah. I mean, you think about the fact that he had union leaders come to the White House, and he did well, or a lot better, with those groups than any Republicans had for quite some time. But those voters are going to be hearing from Democrat leadership over and over, and they're going to say, look, he's not doing what he promised. You don't have, your wages haven't gone up. You don't have a job where you didn't have, you haven't gotten a job in the past, 100 days. So he's going to have to fight against those messages, and it's going to start happening pretty soon.
Well, so I would say, listen, the Wisconsin unemployment rate is basically a point below the national average. So people are going back to work. Now, they do need some better revenue coming in. They need a pay hike. But you'll see protests tomorrow at this rally, this resist movement. But they also tried that with Scott Walker. The Democrats are going to rally against Donald Trump in his effort to help the American and Wisconsin family out. And they're tone deaf on this stuff, Martha. And so I look forward to him coming back. And I come from the rural part of the state that actually was the highest flip for Donald Trump. And they like when people come and hear them out and hear their concerns and know that they just don't sit in that Oval Office, isolated.
Thank you.
So
Thank you very much. We'll see how it goes. We'll be watching. Thanks for being here tonight.